again to my YouTube channel. My name is Folake Agunbiade, aka the Customer Seductress, and I am so glad to have you back. If this is your first time, welcome to my YouTube channel. And if you're a frequent visitor, thank you for always coming back. Don't forget to click the subscribe button below so that you can see new videos every time I upload a new video. I hope you enjoyed last week's video. Today, we'll be talking about a very interesting topic. Yes, how do you create the wow factor in customer seduction? You can't get someone to fall in love with you if you don't have grand gestures. And a lot of times in creating memorable customer experiences, the wow factor can never be underemphasized. So today we'll be looking at the wow factor in customer experience. We have over the course of the many videos that we've had in the past, you might need to go back to some of the videos just to understand the meaning of customer seduction, how important it is to your brand, how you need to keep upping your customer seduction skills to get your customers coming back and to attract new customers. I won't go into that in this video. I'll go straight into how you need to create the wow factor that creates memorable experiences. Now, as the word implies, wow means surprise. The third rule in customer service, which is known as the double platinum rule, says that you should treat others or treat your customers the way they don't expect to be treated. So to create wow experiences, it should be above ordinary. It should be outstanding. It should be ingenuitive. You should be creative. You should be, you should really blow your customer out of their socks. Permit me to use that word. So how do you create that wow experience? Number one, you need to know your customer. You need to understand your customer. Now, you won't blow my mind as a customer if you don't know what I consider as a grand gesture. So first, as a business or a brand, you need to go through the process of know your customer. Banks call it know your customer. Other organizations call it customer biodata. You need to have a proper understanding of what tickles your customer's fancy. If you're going to create a wow experience, every customer has to feel like the one customer. So, does your organization have a database of all your customers with their preferences, with the products and services that they peculiarly buy from your brand, with their family history, with a list of the things that interest them? Do you have a customer relationship management database of all your customers? Number two, when you know your customers, then you go to the drawing board. Now, a huge part of wowing your customers is going above and beyond. Like I always teach in the act of seduction, shockingly, less is more. It's not about the amount of money you spend. It's how creative you are. So if as a business and brand, you are lacking in creativity, please engage the help of a consultant or a creative person on your team that helps you with coming up with ingenious ideas to woo your customers. It could be pro bono services. It could be additional value added products or services. It could be just a call, a personalized call. I remember an instance that happened to me some years back when Uber just came into play. I entered into an Uber taxi, and as I entered into the taxi, there was a welcome note. It didn't have my name, but it said, "To you, my special customer." A welcome note on top of the front of where you sit. There was a welcome note there. There was a bottle of water, cold and room temperature, and there were some sweets. And when I walked in, as in, I stepped into the car and I sat down, the guy said, "All these are for you. Thank you for coming aboard the ride with me today." I was like, wow. Of course, he engaged me. And we had a wonderful conversation, chatting back to back until I got to my destination. I gave him a 5-star review, and of course, I saved his number because that wasn't the experience I was expecting. In some cases, you might not really know your customer, but the act of going above and beyond is what creates the wow customer. Number three, you need to understand diversity. I almost always come back to diversity when talking about customer seduction. What will wow one customer is not what will wow every single customer. So you need to be attentive to group your customers into types and preferences for your packages that are value added. Don't give one size fit all to every customer. There are preferences that your single customers will have that your married customers will not have. Because the married ones have kids, they may place value on some value added services that are directed towards their children. So you need to be creative. Lastly, the thought that counts. It is the thought that counts. You should not be more focused on making money that you don't put thought to your services and your product. Like I always say, meeting my needs is not customer service. Meeting my needs and transacting with me, taking my money to give me value for my money in form of products and services is not customer service, but exceeding my needs and creating memorable experiences is the act of customer seduction. Why don't you make me fall in love with you today? Why don't you put some thought into how you treat me? Why don't you, most of all, lastly, that I can't end this video without not talking about, is your communication. You need to speak the language of love when it comes to wowing your customers. You need to speak to me the way I want to be spoken to. So don't get it twisted. There are times that you would pass communications across to your customers and they get offended. Be empathetic to understand that we're different and our needs are different. Till I come into your faces sometime soon, don't forget to click the subscribe button so that you can see new videos when I upload them, and like this video and share it with someone around you. Thank you for watching. My name is Folake Agumbiade, the customer seductress. Keep living a productive life.